What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's Dylan, or if you're new to my channel, welcome. So, your boy did some shopping. So, I fully acknowledge at this point that I do have a shopping problem. It's a thing. Actually, I think the best way for me to justify my shopping is by buying it seasonally so I can justify it. Plus, if I make videos about it, it kind of cushions the blow a little bit. My bank would say differently, but it is what it is. But yeah, I did some shopping, and honestly, I'm so excited about the pieces I bought, mainly just because they're fall pieces, and sis, I thrive in the fall. I don't know about anyone else. I'm a huge basic bitch. I acknowledge that I am. I just love everything about fall. Like, the weather's nice and cool, so you can actually go outside and enjoy it. There's no humidity. You can wear comfy clothing, hide your body, just like everything fall just gets me going. Live for a fall moment. So that's why I'm very excited about the pieces I bought, because it kind of like just starts my mindset in getting into fall is by buying fall clothing or getting my fall clothing out. Plus, I also did buy some skincare or beauty products, which I never usually buy, so I thought I'd just talk about those as well. So yeah, if you guys like this video and you like my shopping hauls, do let me know in the comments down below, but also give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, bell notification. You watch YouTube videos, you know the drill. Let's get into it. I did my brows the other day, and honestly, I'm still here for them just because like they look like sharp, snatched, and considering I did it with tweezers and scissors, impressive, in my opinion. So, if you guys have not watched my shopping haul videos before in the past, the way I typically shop is by buying things that are either marked down, reduced in price, just not really regular price. And that's not because I'm trying to buy like cheap clothing or get like that cheap kind of dilapidated, crappy clothing. It's because I work in retail, so I understand that clothing is typically not the price that it's marked as. Like, that's not usually what it's worth. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Sometimes you look at brands and it's like, is that really worth what it is? You know what I mean? I don't think so. So that's usually why I never pay regular price. Sometimes I will if it's like outerwear or sunglasses, just because those things I wear all the time and I know I will get my money's worth from them, but not very often. Also, disclaimer, I'm currently going through an Abercrombie phase. I just love the clothing there so much lately. I'm trying to like grab as much as I can before things change there. The prices are just really good. The clothing is very stylish and on trend. Colors are great. Overall, the sizing is very inclusive too, so I'm really on board for it, considering the fact that I'm 6'3" and like not like a very large person like width-wise, but just like not super toned and fit. So it's nice that there's clothing that accommodates different body types. So diving into this, the first piece that I got was this navy crewneck sweater right here. I have been really into crewneck sweaters lately, which I hate when I hear YouTubers or people on YouTube saying that they are into something and then it's like so mundane. Like, I understand that, but I usually wear like knit sweaters, and I've only worn like crewneck sweaters like this maybe every once in a while. I think it's because my body has changed, that my shoulders are broader now, so it kind of like holds a crewneck sweater, like crewneck sweatshirt a little bit better now. So I got this one right here, and honestly I'm so obsessed with it. It's kind of like a worn in faded navy color, which I really like because it's not so stark and like saturated, so I like that a lot. Also, this one is part of the Soft A&F fleece collection, which I didn't know what that meant until I tried it on. Sis, this is the softest crewneck sweater or like clothing you will ever buy. It is so comfortable, and it's like just feels like you're wearing absolutely nothing, which I found never happens in men's fashion. Like, men's fashion, for some reason, they'll make like sweatpants or they'll make like sweaters like this, but they'll never make them soft. Like, this one that I have on right now is kind of stiff. I think that's like the men's fashion industry making things masculine by making fabrics feel hard and stiff, so it makes it seem muscular and manly, because soft is too feminine. But this one honestly is like so amazing, and I'm very here for it. Like, I love how Abercrombie's like putting quality into like good pieces like this. This one I got an extra large. I did get a large at first, but it didn't give me that oversized fit that I like. It kind of made my muffin top look a little bit more, I don't know, emphasized a little bit. So this one kind of hides everything really great, which is a key trend for me for fall and winter. I like hiding my body. So I got that one, and honestly I love it so much that I bought it in this crimson burgundy color, which I never really wear burgundies just because I think they wash me out a little bit. But because I went away in February and I've been out in the summer a little bit, my skin's not as faded as it usually is, or as pasty, so I think I can pull this burgundy color off a little bit more now. But super soft, comfortable, I absolutely love it, and it gives me that nice oversized fit that I like. Plus, I also just think that it kind of gives me like a little bit of like a dad look if I style it properly with a pair of like high top Converse, like very 90s a little bit. Look, I've kind of been into that lately, so I really like that a lot. And I think each one of these sweaters were like 20 something bucks, so that's pretty cheap for a crew neck sweater. And also because I was buying crew neck sweaters, I thought I would experiment a little bit, and I never really buy hoodies just because I think they never looked good on my body before in the past. My body has changed quite a bit in the past year or so. Like my shoulders have been broader, I've like slimmed down a little bit. So I thought I would try a hoodie and see whether it worked, because I think the last time I wore a hoodie was in high school, which we do not talk about that time in my life. So I got this green hoodie right here. It's kind of like a faded forest green, which again, I really like that whole faded look because it doesn't make it look so saturated, and it kind of makes it look a little bit more fashiony in my opinion. So I really like this green a lot. Plus the one thing I do, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I understand how brands have to put their logo on something or somewhere so they know it's from them. So they have the logos, even on the crew necks, they're at the bottom right here, so it's not super noticeable for the most part. I really like this one a lot, and I got this one in a size large, which I don't understand why this was a large and that was extra large, because this fits the exact same. So yeah, makes no sense to me. And also this one is a part of the soft ANF fleece collection. Like I said, softest clothing you will ever buy. I will leave links to everything that I have right here down below if you want to get some really comfy clothing. Highly recommend this one. I think it was around 20 something bucks as well. And because I was buying sweat tops and I was watching a lot of Jenna Marbles, I wanted a leisure suit. I wanted a freaking leisure suit. I don't know why. I think it's like a very dad look, but also who doesn't want to be comfortable? I never really believed in sweats for like wearing a whole sweatsuit, but my opinion has changed as life has become more stressful and I don't want to deal with having to get ready sometimes. So having a full leisure suit makes you look like you planned something without planning it. So thank you to Jenna Marbles for opening my eyes up to what a leisure suit is. So I got these ones right here from Abercrombie. I already own sweatpants, but I thought I would try these ones because these were like 15 to 20 bucks I think for the sweatpants, which are really cheap. And honestly, I know I said in my back to school lookbook video that the Root sweatpants were great, but these are a lot better because they're cheaper and they're more comfy. Plus I also like the slimness on them too. So these ones I got in a size large, part of the soft ANF fleece collection. Softest sweatpants I've ever worn in my life. They're super comfy, very flattering. The color's great on them too. Like I like this heather gray moment that they have. Plus, logo is high up enough that if you have a shirt, it covers it perfectly. So I really like their like planning on that as well. Plus, cuffs on the bottom. Honestly, by far my favorite pair of sweatpants I've ever worn. You're gonna see this a lot in the video because I loved it so much. I got it in navy. So I got it in this is actually the exact navy as the crew neck sweater right here. So it pretty much is like a spot on leisure suit. Very here for it. I think it almost gives me that kind of like 80s vibe a little bit, doing like a whole tracksuit like this with a chunky sneaker. So I really like that a lot. 80s, 70s. Maybe late 70s, early 80s. So size large I got this one in. It's kind of like a faded navy as well. The laces are very thin, which I like too. It's not like a very obvious big lace. Like it's kind of just very simple and minimal. Really like these ones a lot. Again, I think they were 15 to 20 bucks, so super, super cheap. And the reason why they're super cheap is because I usually wait till there's a sale going on and then I put a coupon code or a discount code on top of the sale, so it kind of makes it really, really cheap if you're looking for a good life hack there, I guess. And so some other shopping that I did, I saw these like, I think they're called like weekender shirts or something from Abercrombie, but I thought I would try them. It's kind of just like a very basic button down, but the fabric is so soft and silky really. Like it's not like satin, but it's just like a very loose fitting top. And it kind of, again, gives me that like dad look that I really like, especially if you do with a pair of light blue jeans, maybe some chunky sneakers or Converse. It gives you that like very 90s nostalgic look, which I really like. Honestly, super, super comfy. I absolutely love them. They give me just like a very casual button-down shirt. Like I don't like shirts that are very stiff and boxy. I just find they like emphasize my like chest area, my muffin top area. I hate it. These ones just like pretty much like lie perfectly on your body. So this one I got in a size extra large. That gives me like a really nice kind of like looser fit without being too slim or too loose. So I really like this one a lot. Plus, like I said, I've been really into green, so I also got in this green color. The best way to describe this one, like the fabric, it's pretty much exactly the same as their camp collar shirts that I mentioned in my other shopping haul video. That's the best way to describe it. Like it kind of has like a silkiness, like a flowiness to it, which I really like, especially for this time of year where it's somewhat hot, somewhat cool. It kind of like jumps around in weather and the temperature really. So these shirts are really great and they're super comfy, very stylish, nice colors too. Moving on, the next pieces that I got, I am so excited to talk about, not because of what the pieces are, but how I got them. So recently, your boy got a very amazing opportunity and email from Abercrombie. No idea how that happened still. Like I somehow managed to finesse my way to get that, but they wanted to work with me and I of course immediately said yes. I still don't know how I managed to get that because I am not a huge person on like Instagram and all of that. Like I don't have a huge following per se. So the fact that they wanted to work with me is just like such an honor because I absolutely love the company lately. I love what they are doing when it comes to product that they're creating, how they're being more inclusive with sizing, just in general, like they're including more plus size models now. They've changed their company structure really, like just very here for them. So it was a very quick and easy yes to work with them. So they were doing a denim campaign. They sent over 2 outfits, which was so here for because it was mainly denim and I absolutely love Abercrombie denim. I'm not just saying that because they sent it over. I am just a huge fan of it. Go watch my videos if you want to see the proof. So they sent over a pair of these Rustin Athletic slim fits in a size 33-32. I love this fit just because it's just like a kind of like a tailored fit, to be honest. It's not too loose, it's not too skinny, it just gives me like the perfect fit. I also have like a slightly larger thigh, so it really just accommodates everything perfectly. So this wash right here is kind of like a medium blue, but the fading right here has like a yellowish tinge to it. Now, I wasn't a huge fan of it at first, but I did like it just because it's not so like very basic and expected from like a medium wash. Plus on the knees right here, they have like the stitching going on right here as well. So it's like, it's almost as if there was a rip there and they stitch it back up. But yeah, I really like these ones a lot just because they're a nice medium wash for fall, and I like having that in my wardrobe when it comes to fall clothing because I just think it gives you more of like a westerny, fallish look. So really like these ones a lot. Then the tops to go with it was this crew neck t-shirt right here, just like a very basic crew that they sent over for a top for the outfit. This is a part of the soft A&F tee collection, so it's almost like the A&F fleece collection, but not lined with fleece, just like super soft. And honestly, it's a really comfy t-shirt, and I'm very here for it, just because I like having simple basics for fall. Just having like really simple things that you can wear under sweaters or under jackets are really nice as well. So this one I got in a large, which I don't know whether I should have got large or extra large. Maybe, I don't know. I think large fits me fine, to be honest, but I do have my moments where I sometimes don't like wearing t-shirts just because of my chest area, but this one actually fits really great. It's like a nice soft material. There's a curved hem to it, so if you're looking for a really good t-shirt, this is probably the best one. Then the second outfit that they send over, which is honestly kind of my favorite out of the two, just because that's kind of where I'm at stylistically at the moment. So they sent over these Rustin Athletic slim fit, again, same fit as the other one, but in this black with the rips in the knees right here. I love these jeans just because they have really nice stretch in them, they're comfy, but also they're a very true black. Plus, the rips in the knees are very simple, very minimal, not too crazy. So I really like these ones a lot. And then the top that they sent over with that, because it's a whole outfit, was this crew neck t-shirt right here with a little icon on the chest here. Now, if you know me, I'm not a huge person on logos and all that, like I just said earlier in the video. I don't like being a walking advertisement, but to be honest, this is not terrible just because that is the only logo on the shirt altogether. It'd be one thing if they had this plus something else on the bottom, but just the little stitching right here is not terrible, and the placement of it is actually not bad either, because if you have a jacket, it covers it perfectly, and it's not really white either. It's kind of like a cream colored stitching, so I'm not mad about it. Plus, this is a size large. I almost like the fit of this one a little bit more than the soft A&F tee, just because I think this one sits a little bit better and also has a curved hem at the bottom. So those are the two outfits that they sent over. The photos of them are live on my Instagram account if you want to go check those out. if you want to go check those out and give them like a heart or a like on them, I would not be mad about that. So again, thank you Abercrombie for reaching out to me and giving me these outfits. I am so appreciative and thankful. If you want to work with me again, not gonna say no to that. So speaking of brands that send me stuff, I don't want to come across as someone who's like, oh, this is what I got, blah blah blah, unboxing, oh thank you so much, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I hate things like that, but I do like talking about brands that are either trying to better themselves as a company or trying to change the industry while creating great clothing or great pieces of fashion. You know what I mean? So recently EVERLANE reached out to me to work on a campaign for their tread shoes. Now I've heard of EVERLANE, but I didn't really know much about them. All I know is that they were kind of about shoes. But recently they did a campaign about environmental sustainable shoes. So everything about the shoes being made was environmentally sustainable. So nothing was really bad for the environment. The way the shoes were being made, nothing was really wasted. It was all, I don't want to go into details about it just because I don't want to say anything that's wrong. So I will leave a link down to the shoes below where I'll give you full details about why they're environmentally sustainable. But overall, they're really great. And to be honest, I don't like saying yes to brands when it comes to shoes because I have a very sensitive heel. I don't know what happens, but it turns into like a bloodbath in my sneakers by the end of the day sometimes. And then I just feel like I'm being dishonest when I say, oh, the shoes were really great. But on the channel here, to be honest, I usually say what I like. I don't BS when it comes to shoes and all that. Like if I like a pair of shoes on this channel, it's because I do. But this one I really wanted to try just because of the environmental sustainable factor. I like the look of the white sneakers, so I thought, you know what, let's try them. And they actually sent over two shoes. They sent over an off-white, and this time they sent over this optic white pair of shoes. The reason why I'm calling them optic white, that's the color name. But these ones have honestly been the comfiest sneakers, like comfiest leather sneakers that I have ever worn to date. Honest to God, they are just like, I don't know what makes them super comfy. I can't remember the details of like the shoe being made, but they're honestly the comfiest shoes that I've ever worn, and they're probably more comfortable than like the $200 pair of shoes that I bought one time, like, which I also like the chunky sneaker trend. They go with like a lot of stuff that I have been wearing lately. But overall, I've been wearing these shoes non-stop ever since they sent them to me. I've worn them for like 8-hour days. I wear them like any chance that I get, really. So if you're looking for a really great pair of sneakers, I highly recommend these ones. I'll leave a link to them down below. And also you can see kind of like they're not wearing terribly considering how many times I have worn them. So again, I'll leave a link to these down below. So the very last little bit of shopping that I did was at Winners. Winners is like a Canadian version of Marshalls is the best way to describe it. So in case you're wondering. So what I got was this knit crewneck sweater right here, which funny enough, this is from Abercrombie. I don't know why the world wants me to shop there, but they just do. So this one is a XXL, which I believe this is actually a woman's top, but it was in the men's section. It fits me fine. I don't care. I really like this like knitted green knit sweater moment here. Like it's multiple greens that they have going on here. It's like an olive green, forest green, all of that. It sits really well. It's kind of like an oversized fit as well, which I really like for sweaters. So this one was amazing. It was around 20 bucks. And then the rest of the stuff that I got from Winners was like cosmetic and beauty products, which I don't usually buy beauty products or cosmetic products because I like going the most product free on my face as possible, because sometimes I break out on my skin. It gets oily from some products. Like I have some difficulties finding skincare products sometimes. So one of the first things that I got from there were these face masks right here. They came in a pack of 5. They are honestly really, really great. They're from the Cream Shop. Cream? I'm overthinking it now. I think it's creme? Correct me if I'm wrong. But they're from that place. And these are the coconut oil infused face masks. I really like buying like K-beauty products, like products that are from Korea or like Korean skincare products. I just think that they know the skincare game really well. To be totally honest, I really liked it a lot. It didn't feel gross in my face. I didn't feel sticky afterwards, because sometimes face masks do that. And it didn't leave my skin red at all. So this one's really great for me. I like the coconut smell as well to it. Plus for fall, I usually, or whenever the weather gets cooler, I always find right here is where my skin starts to dry out. So these are really great. I think they were like $5, so not bad about paying $1 a mask really. So what else did I get? I got this aloe green tea mask from Winners. This was $6. This one I'm kind of on the fence about, to be honest, just because at the moment it's a little warm outside still, so this kind of makes my face feel slightly sticky. but at the same time it smells really nice, and it's a nice cooling like face mist. My god, I cannot speak today. But the only problem is that it kind of feels sticky. I imagine when it gets cooler it'll feel fine. So this one I'm kind of holding off from using until it starts to get cooler out. Like I've used a little bit, as you can see. And then the other thing that I got, because again the prices were really great at Winners for some of their cosmetic products, was this coconut water sea salt spray. I really like salt sprays in my hair because it doesn't, sometimes I find whenever my natural hair starts to come out, it really like holds a lot of the oil in it and it makes my hair fall flat. So salt sprays don't really add oiliness to my hair, it just gives a lot of texture and volume. And the one thing I really like about this one is, well actually there's two reasons why I like this one. It smells really great, but also just like the way it comes out is like a really overall light mist. Like it's not so direct to the point where it's gonna wet your hair. Because sometimes I find with salt sprays and the nozzles they put on it, it makes it like your hair wet. See? So I really like that one a lot, and I believe that was like 10 bucks, which is not bad for a salt spray considering some brands like Bumble and Bubble I think was like 30 bucks one time for a salt spray. Crazy. And the last thing I got, which is not from Winners, but I thought I'd just talk about it because I'm getting into like cosmetic products, was this body wash that I've been using lately. It's the Method Men See and Serve body wash. I don't typically like buying body washes that are catered to men, just because to me, I just find that's companies trying to gender body wash when really it's just a personal preference about smells. But I did like this one, not because it was catered to men, but because of the packaging that it had. I really like a matte finish green to this. Like I don't know, this is very up my alley as of late. Like I just like the packaging for it. The smell is really nice too. It's not really like overbearing. I find this one kind of blends well with the other colognes that I have, so it's not like a mixture of so many other things going on. I actually think this is probably like a midpoint or mid-price point body wash for a drugstore brand. But yeah, this is what I've been using lately. I really like it. Overall, it's a really nice smell, and it's not like really tacky feeling, I guess. Like, you know how sometimes your skin can feel coated when you wear a body wash sometimes, or you use a body wash? This one feels fine on my skin. I like it a lot. But again, I don't typically like buying gendered body washes because like, I think body wash is kind of like a personal preference really about like what you like to smell like. So yeah, that is pretty much everything I got for my fall haul. I am so excited about the pieces I bought just because they're comfy, they're stylish, they're just like really good pieces for fall. And the fact that I have like a leisure suit, sis, I'm excited. I don't know about you, I am so excited to like leisure around my house. Thank you, Jenna Marbles, for opening my eyes up to what a leisure suit could feel like. But yeah, if you guys like this video and you want to see more shopping hauls, do let me know in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, bell notification, and till next time, I guess. See ya.